Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Emily G, back at you again with another commentary video. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. I am Emily G and I've got my setup here in the background, and today I wanted to talk to you about a few topics, but before we get into all that, just a quick couple of housekeeping tasks. Thank you guys so much for 250 subscribers. I saw that on my channel today. I was very, very happy. I know it's a small number to some, but I have been trying for about a year or two now to grow our community here, and so I'm very happy to have seen that number, and I appreciate all of you out there. I also appreciate your feedback from the last video I did about the audio quality. I have a microphone that should be coming in a few weeks. And until then, we're working with what we've got. So I'm going to boost the audio a little bit. Hopefully I can figure out how to turn it from one ear in the headphones to two. If I can't figure that out, then I am so sorry. Stick with me and I promise I will have that solved for you guys. But any other feedback you guys have about like the video quality, the background, the lighting, let me know and we can figure that out for sure. I tried improving my background. Today, as you may notice a difference from the last video, the sun is still out. This is my window. I'm trying to control the lighting here, but the sun is still out. I didn't want to wait much longer to film this video because I consider this a hot topic, and I wanted to get on that. So hopefully the lighting is not too much of a problem for you guys. And we can get through everything. I've also got my storybook in the background. There's a link down below if you have any children or anybody you want to gift a book to. That's my passion project, the books. So if you guys want to support me, that would help me out a lot, and I really appreciate that. And without further ado, I feel like that's pretty much everything. So let's get into today's topic, which is an important one. Basically, if you guys don't know, my last video I did a few days ago was titled "Colleen Ballinger's shows were canceled or are canceled," and one of the commenters for that video let me know that they actually were not canceled, and they gave me a really good tip, and I looked into it and everything. So we're gonna get that settled today because I don't want to put wrong information out there. I'm not a journalist. This is not a journalist, independent kind of news. I'm just me sitting on my sofa, but I don't want to spread misinformation. And so I wanted to come on here and correct it for you guys, and we're going to talk about it today. So shout out to that subscriber, viewer, commenter. I really appreciate it. And if I ever say something that's not accurate in the future, guys, please let me know so I can correct that. But this commenter knew exactly who posted what video. It was a smaller channel, about 300 subscribers, had posted 2 videos of them at Colleen's show in New York City, which if you are not familiar with this, please go check out my last video. We go over the shows, when they were, all the conflicts going on around that. It's very helpful to this video. But basically, Colleen was supposed to have a show on the 16th and 17th of this month, January, and I had thought they were canceled because they were no longer listed on the website very suddenly, and as a person whose day job, 9 to 5, is working in ticketing for events, it's not a common practice to pull a show off the website due to something being sold out. Usually you would just put a memo on the website that says, hey, this show's sold out, check for other shows later. But you don't typically remove it from the website because you still want the marketing and the press around it, right? And if nothing else, people could refund a ticket, then you'd have to put the show back up. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And so I had thought that was very odd. I tried to call the Laurie Beachman Theater, which was the venue hosting Colleen's shows. And I was gonna ask, like, hey, is the show still happening? Do you still have tickets available? Can you tell me how full it is? Like, again, not a journalist by any means, but I wanted to do my due diligence. My coworker knows I can never pronounce that word. And I wanted to check, and I could not figure it out for the life of me. I tried to call. They do not take calls. They take voicemails. I left a number. They now got back to me. Doesn't matter, water under the bridge, whatever, right? I'm not actually going to Colleen's shows. But I had thought for all intensive purposes that the show was canceled. I did a video, I talked about why I thought it was canceled, and one of these commenters let me know it wasn't. And they said, hey, this channel has 2 videos here. And I said, thanks. I went over to that channel, and I don't really feel comfortable saying the channel's name, not because I don't want to go support another channel, but just because I'm clearly very much anti-Colleen here, and it seemed to me like this channel was very pro-Colleen. Interestingly enough, I could not find how old this person was. I didn't do that much research, but it seemed to me like they were a very, very dedicated fan. And so no matter who they are, I don't want any hate going to any channel. So if you can figure it out and you want to go over there, congratulations, you're a super sleuth. Please don't send any hate or say anything negative, right? Like if you have nothing positive to say, then don't say it at all. And so I kept my mouth shut over on that channel, and it took a lot within me because judging from some of the other comments, it seems like they were very like, Colleen is God. And I just feel like at an adult age, you understand what's going on with the Colleen situation, what she's been accused of, what has been proven, what she's admitted to. And if you think that nothing wrong has gone on, it's just willful ignorance. And whatever I have to say on this channel is not going to change their mind. So that's why I'm not going to shout them out. That's why I'm not going to, I hate not crediting the video, but we're going to go through it. It's fair use. I don't want any negativity being sent their way because of my channel. So I went through their videos, and I got my camera here. Pardon the tape on my lens. This random story, I'll be real quick. I was complaining to my coworker at my job, and I went over to her desk and said like, hey, like my camera lens had cracked, which we discovered it's actually not the lens, it was a protector. And this girl comes up, tell me why, she says, can I look at that? And she just rips it off. And I was like, why are you touching my phone? Anyways, that's inappropriate. I don't want to get into it now. I'm sorry. But I've got my phone here. I want to go through the video. And I'm going to play the video without volume, just because, I don't know, just because I feel more comfortable. Nothing was said in the video from what I can tell, like nothing wild or anything you could hear. It was just a bunch of background noise because I guess there were, dare I say, a fair amount of people there. Not from what I can tell. It looks like maybe there's 10 people in the video, but just because of all like the echo and everything, you can't hear much, and I don't want any more extra reason to get this video flagged. So I want to play a little bit of the video here, and I'm going to react to it. But from what I can tell, I mean, there's Colleen, you know, she looks nice, right? She does not have Miranda Sings makeup on. I don't see crazy red lipstick. So I really do wonder if the show was just her doing some of her Broadway waitress renditions. But it doesn't seem from this like she was dressed to perform Miranda. She's hugging some people. Let me stop there for a second. I don't know who these people are in the background. Can somebody tell me that? Just not all of them. But I know there's one blonde woman right there next to a guy in like a light blue. That's her sibling, right? Rachel Ballinger. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know these people. I looked up old photos, but I don't know if she's blonde currently. And again, like I'm not personally involved in this world. I'm just sitting on my couch here and I have a lot to say about things. So I don't know these people. I don't know if that's Rachel Ballinger. But on that note, I do think I was a little shocked to see her in this video because I had heard through the rumor mill that, you know, Rachel Ballinger and that whole side of the family had actually moved to Spain, which I had also thought was odd because when I saw the show on the website before it was pulled, it advertised very heavily that like the Ballinger family, however you want to say it, that Ballinger family would be there, which again, I'm no expert in my field here, but I feel like if you're going to put up a description of the show, why are we kind of advertising like, oh, here's who's going to be in the audience, you should come. Usually you don't go to a show because of who's in the audience. Usually you go to a show because you want to see who's on stage. So I thought that was definitely kind of odd. But I guess maybe the family went here. I don't know. Let's see. I guess the family went here. Again, I'm not sure who everybody looks like. I do see what looks like there could be some younger peoples there, children. But yeah, it looks like she's just had a meet and greet after the show and she's having a great time. She looks very, very happy to be back. I'm gonna skip ahead here a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of it. Just the photo ops and things. Again, the comments are not great on this video, I'm gonna be honest. So I will not be shouting that channel out, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just put that there for now. The actual channel had only posted these videos of the meet and greet afterwards, kind of. I'm sure that the venue had said, hey, please don't film the actual show or anything. So that is my guess. I would have loved to know how much the tickets were. I had heard they were expensive, but you know, that's subjective. I would really like a number for those tickets to know how much, and I want to know how many were sold. But again, not a journalist, and it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because clearly there are still adults that will bring children to her shows, which is very, very disappointing. And I would argue unsafe. So yeah, I don't know. That's about it. If anybody knows like what this show is about, it was called Clickbait Cabaret. I've Googled it a few times and it keeps taking me to a bad link. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, right? I say that because it's over, but at the same time, I have heard that she's also going to be going on some sort of tour, or she has more shows coming, right? And the reason I was very disappointed to find out it wasn't canceled was because I was grateful that finally like a venue was doing a look into their performers, right? Like Laurie Beachman. Again, I'm not sure if Laurie Beachman is alive, but whoever owns the Laurie Beachman Theater, do you really not vet like who performs at your venues? I mean, if I Google Colleen Ballinger, right, one of two things come up. I mean, clearly what has happened has followed her and her reputation precedes her. And so it's been hard for her to find work, but rightfully so, in my opinion. I just find it very fascinating, but at the same time not, because it's about money, right? I just think, why would you want to put your audience in danger? Why would you want to sell yourself out for money, right? Like you, the Laurie Beachman Theater. I don't know. I think it's very tasteless, and that's pretty much my thoughts on that. So I wonder if she'll do more shows. I wonder what other venues or anything would take her. Again, it's money, and she can generate money, but I think there's a bigger picture about, can you generate more money than the problems you would be worth? You know what I mean? Ooh, that was kind of good. You know what I mean? That kind of ate, actually. So that's about it for this. I don't know that I will cover this topic this specifically with the Clickbait Cabaret show again. If she does go on like a tour or something, we can talk about that. But that's hopefully further in the future, or not at all. So let me know if there's any other topics you want me to discuss. Let me know what your thoughts are on the audio, on the quality of the video, and comment down below where you're watching from. I always love to see that. Usually YouTube would show like the creator stats like that, but my channel is so small, I don't qualify to get most of those statistics. But I do want to know where everybody's watching from. I find that really interesting. So yeah, we will talk again in the next video. Until then, I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you then.